Alright, today, ladies and gents, we are going to do a bit of a chatting video once again. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of feeling these videos. It's pretty chill, and we're gonna talk about classic MapleStory. Now, obviously, we all know by now that the release date is unfortunately still unknown as of today, and I want to try and keep the hype going. I want to try and not only for you guys but for myself as well. I want to try and keep this hype going as long as possible until we get to play classic MapleStory. So today what we're going to be talking about is things that I want to see in the new game. We've already did a talking video about classic MapleStory. This will be a part 2 of things that I really want to see being unique to every characters. So mostly going to be about characters, maps, and kind of quality of life changes that I wish that Nexon are thinking about and wanting to implement in the new game. So let's first talk about characters. Man, I just cannot wait, once again, cannot wait to play a cleric. I am just a big fan of the mages. I love them so much. I know that I haven't been playing with one on this current server, but you know what, I'll be definitely mastering one when the game comes out. If we talk about mages, I want to talk about mobility. The way that characters are going to move, I kind of feel like I want all of these 4 main classes. We're going to keep the pirates out of the way for now. We're going to talk about the thieves, the mages, the warriors, and the archers. These characters, specifically the mages, we all know they're all going to have the teleport skill. That's nothing new. We all know about that. I don't want it to be as big as it is currently, where the teleport feels like 10 meters and you can up jump with it as well. So it's obviously better, but it's going to take that nostalgic vibe away from the game. So definitely keep the clerics, mages, a fire mage, and ice mage teleport as it is. And then if we move on to the thieves, this one is a special one for me as well, as obviously because I have a bandit right here. But haste is going to be unique to the thieves. I want it to be like it used to be. I still remember, I think it was a 40 plus speed and a 20 jump, if I'm not wrong, if it's maxed out. Definitely keep it unique to the thieves, the assassins, and the bandits, both of them. And as for double jump, I don't want it to be as huge as it is currently. As you guys can see, I can like literally double jump from one platform to another almost. So keep the double jump, but do not have it as a skill. I remember it being a skill back in the days where you technically had to press the key in order to double jump. And not only that, let's also talk about the shadow partner, but let's finish up with the double jump. Make it that it's a passive double jump, just like it is today, again, but not exaggerated as it is. If that happens, I will most definitely be super happy. And again, keep it unique to the thieves. Now every character has either a double jump or a one jump, let's call it. For classic MapleStory, it's definitely going to be a double jump for only the thieves, and again, just a passive. I would love to see that happen. We're going to keep on talking about the thieves quickly here, finishing it up with the most important skill. I feel like it is the shadow partner. You guys can see it right now. It's red, and I really don't like it. The ones from the original classic MapleStory, that was probably the best. It was kind of like part of your NX outfit, let's just say. It was absolutely beautiful. It made sense. I think the Nightwalkers have currently a better one than the original thieves here. So get rid of the summoning rock. I do not want to see that. I remember that grind was such a pain. Maybe make it different so that maybe you need one summoning rock for, let's say, 1 day usage. That way you don't have to always pop it. I don't know what Nexon's gonna do. Obviously, third job advancement isn't actually like, we haven't seen anything related to third job advancement at the moment. I don't know if it's gonna be there when the game launches. I think it's only first and second job for now, unless they're just, you know, hiding it. We know Nexon, they're probably hiding some stuff. Summoning rock, keep it unique to the thieves. Once again, maybe make it different than it used to be, because I hated grinding for those stones, and it's just too expensive back in the days. And I want to know you guys' thoughts about the summoning rock for Shadow Partner. Do you guys want to see it, or do you guys want Nexon to completely remove that skill? I mean, that material necessary for Shadow Partner. Moving on to the archers. This is, I mean, I've thought about this here and there. I don't want archers to have any mobility at all. I mean, don't give it an up jump, don't give it speed boost or anything like that. That's why they're gonna potentially look for thieves if they want to grind in a better way, or also just, you know, party quests and stuff like that. I think if they want to add a single mobility to the archers, so bowmen and crossbowmen, they will have to add a kind of a knockback jump situation. The one that we have currently is good. The only issue is it's too OP. I feel like it's too big of a jump. Archers are already the most mobile characters in the game, so a little bit of a back jump, should I call it, as well as hitting with your bow. So make it a skill, but keep it boots on the ground in a way. I don't know, man. The archers definitely is a touchy subject in my opinion, and when it comes to mobility. So let me know if you guys have better ideas or suggestions. Archers, it's gonna be GG's for you guys, unfortunately. And lastly, the warriors. This one's a pretty simple one. I feel like they could definitely have a dash forward skill. So we all have ones now, and even archers for some reason. I think the warriors will make the most sense to have that skill, and not a passive. I mean, obviously it's not going to be a passive, but I mean, it will be a skill with potentially a little bit of a cooldown, so you don't really abuse that. Otherwise it'll be the same thing, right? You're just gonna hold that key and then keep going forward. The speed of the classic MapleStory isn't going to be as same as today, so most definitely have a cooldown on the forward dash. That's my take on these characters. I feel like every character needs to be unique at some point in the game, and the best time is to do it right off the bat. And having all these mobility skills unique to these characters will make so much more sense. It'll keep the nostalgic vibes, definitely. Now, if we talk about mobility, more so about teleporting between maps, this one is something, okay, my honest opinion, I really want the game to be as close as it used to be. Teleport rocks will definitely be a thing. I mean, there's no way they're not going to add it. And not only that, but they're going to add it as a NX purchase. Definitely. Like, we've been so used to moving through maps now by just double clicking that suddenly you're going to have to walk to get to your destination or use a cab. And remember, Messels is not a, we don't have millions and billions. So what that means is cabs will most definitely be part of the game. It's going to be an important way of traversing, but teleport rocks, if they can potentially make it a either weekly quest or a daily quest, so if you do the quest you'll be able to traverse the map, like through maps and stuff, or even a monthly quest where you do this quest and then you have a teleport rock which you can potentially only use for, let's say, a week or two. So in a way, obviously they're gonna try and make any profits out of teleport rocks. It's gonna be the item that people are going to be dreaming about, because I don't want to be walking all the way through Parian to finally get to Kerning City, let's just say. But again, man, it's a touchy subject. It's gonna kill the nostalgic vibes. So in my opinion, they're still gonna have to somehow make some money, and they're gonna keep that teleport rock, unfortunately. So my take about this is a bit of a weird one. I'm still thinking which one I would prefer. Do we implement the teleport rock as a daily, weekly, or monthly quest, or do we just keep it as it used to be where you actually need to buy it with Nexon cash? Let me know in the comments. That one's a kind of a weird subject in my opinion, but we'll see what would happen. Now, the last two subjects I want to talk about is, first of all, the third job advancement. We did touch a little bit, but make the third job advancement exactly as it used to be. It's a third job advancement. You've worked super hard to get to level 70 and you want it to be just a click and you're done. No, It has to be like it used to be. Maybe like towards the end, what I do remember was that weird quest you had to go through Elnath. And actually, let's just go and visit Elnath. I want to see if that area still exists. I'm pretty sure it does. All right, so there we have it. This is the area. So for third job advancement, there used to be a hidden area here. I feel like this is it. Yes, where you need to come here and do your third job advancement. And boy, oh boy, was that a long process. You needed like a magic rock and a blue moon sphere kind of thing. I feel like they should definitely keep that in the game. Maybe tweak it a little bit so it's easier. Maybe the drop rate of that item, or how much it costs if you want to buy it from the free market vendors. But I feel like they need to keep it for sure. Now, the last subject was definitely about the free market. I want to go back in time and I want to experience the trading and the social aspect of buying and selling gears. So definitely keep that in the game. One additional thing that I feel like Nexon should definitely do is adding an automated vending free market for every characters. And again, it's going to be about, do we make it a monthly, weekly, daily quest of some sort as a reward, or do we just make it that you have to buy it from the NX shop? Again, another touchy subjects. The only thing is that we don't really have the time like we used to, where we can just literally sit in front of a computer and stay within the free market vendor you have, and even like talk to some people here and there. I don't think that's gonna work in today's day and age. So for sure, make it an automated system. It'll make so much more sense to have your system in there. After a week, you go back and you see what's been sold, or even so, you get notifications. Every time someone's enter your shop, you get a notification. You can enter it, and then you'll be able to live chat with someone. Hey man, I saw you're selling this Illibis for 8 million mesos. Would you be, willing to take it for 7.2 million mesos? That's all I have right now. I mean, I've been saving for ages and ages. You know what? I feel nice today. I'm gonna potentially give it to you for 7. Let's make it 7.3. I'll give you an hour to go grab another 100k, and then we'll be able to finish this transaction. So, you know how this kind of makes more sense to me than just sitting in a computer and then just, wait until someone opens the shop. This isn't 20 years ago, so definitely do that little change. I feel like that's potentially the most anticipated system I feel like they need to do in the new classic MapleStory world, guys. I feel like I've touched a little bit about everything here, at least what I'm thinking as I'm going through here. Let me know in the comments things that you guys would love to see, whether it's party quests, dailies, weeklies, none of those maybe, and even grinding, how much XP, double XP events. Let me know. I want to read more and more, but I'm gonna call it for today. I feel like I just brought some more hype into the game. I just want this game to be out so bad. But hey, if you did enjoy this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up, do subscribe, share with some friends, and I'll be back talking more about classic MapleStory. I feel like I've only scratched the surface. I feel like there's a lot of ideas out there online, but this has been Noori, guys. I will definitely be back for another talking classic MapleStory. Catch you guys on the next one.